not attempt to adjust your settings. Everything is as it is and as it should be. It's time for the weird and
We interrupt your regularly scheduled program to bring you a special presentation of
Weird and Wonderful.
Welcome to Weird and Wonderful World. I am Andy Pee Wee Pruitt. That's ANDYPEEWEEPRUITT. And I am here with a suspected cryptid, Pacey Maker.
What's going on?
We are waiting on the DNA results, so until then, we'll find out, you little Chupacabra.
One of them chuds.
Yeah, the cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers.
Gang.
Gang.
Yes, last night I found a pear. I looked right at the sticker and I'm like, I'll eat this part first. I ate the fucking sticker.
So you crunched through the sticker?
Yeah.
There's got to be some kind of nutritional value to the sticker.
I mean, if it's good for Charlie. Eat stickers all the time, dude.
Today we'll be deviating from our normal programming. We will be featuring cryptids, but not those Hollywood A-list cryptids.
Yeah.
No,
not the Kim Kardashian, Bigfoot. Wait. Chewbacca Kardashian. That's Khloe Kardashian, right? Isn't that Chewbacca Kardashian?
I don't consider the Kardashians A-listers. We're talking like Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman, Bigfoot, Chupacabra.
The Mothman just...
Those cryptids. And we're not talking about those ones. We're talking about more like the made-for-TV or like the direct-to-video cryptids.
The B-movies.
Yeah, like maybe the cryptids you've heard about, but you haven't really heard about.
Yeah.
Dig?
It's like, it's a bathroom mural. That's how you learn about it. It's a fucking some homeless man's fever dream you carved into a bathroom stall. That's the cryptids we're talking about.
Yeah, my brothers, cousins, college roommates, ex-girlfriend's sister's nephew.
Yeah,
saw this.
Saw this thing.
Mm-hmm.
This fucking Googa.
We'll be skipping our news story this episode, as we will be featuring stories along with some of our cryptids. We will be posting pictures of our cryptids when we can find them to the Facebook page for Pacey Maker Andy Pruitt, as well as our Instagram, which is WAWW4U.
And if we can't find the pictures, we'll either draw them or we'll pose as them.
All right.
I'll pose as them.
Right. Well, I get to be the front of the bunyip then.
Okay.
If we're...
we'll act it out in charades.
You could be the meat. Very good. Well, we'll just jump into it.
Ghost. Poltergeist.
That was some poltergeist
right there.
activity.
You heard that? Spoon moving, poltergeist.
It did.
Shit's haunted.
Forget about the fact that it was balanced.
Oh, and that reminds me, last night when I was filming All Tired, my PlayStation came on by itself. Yeah.
Have you seen the people finding spirits with their Xbox Connects and stuff like that?
Oh yeah,
it does. It can find it recognizes bodies and stuff like that, and it puts the little stick figures in rooms and everything. I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, the technology's out there.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And
well, that's how
the government's using that to spy on people, and it never shuts off and it moves by itself and picking up audio. And I forgot there was this. I think it was a delivery driver at Little Caesars was talking about how it moves and this, that, and the other, and him and his girlfriend had filmed him doing the nasty and just all. I'm like, oh,
that could just be some pervy nerd in his basement though, hacking into his Xbox account. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I don't know. Well, not to say that I don't think the government is spying on us or our laptops and phones.
The webcam I have is only plugged in when I'm using it, and I rarely use it.
Yeah, whenever I'm around my phone or I'm driving or anything like that, I usually snug my phone right up under my crotchal area, so that if they are spying on me, then they're
you see that man meat.
They are. They're getting the underside. They're getting the undercarriage.
They're seeing what they want. Yeah, they're getting that good.
They are. They're good. You want it? I give it to you.
That hentai right there. You ever see Jonah from Tonga? It's Chris Lilly is the guy I'm talking about.
Oh, Chris Lilly.
Yeah, he's funny. Jonah from Tonga.
Hmm.
Came out on May 2nd, 2014.
Get you a Vegemite sandwich.
It was like a little hood rat ass kid goes to like more of a prep school or whatever. And it's funny because they're catching up with American culture, but it's like in the kind of like the 90s, late 80s right now because they're all rocking fucking rat tails. That's a fucking thing that's in.
Dude, the people here are rocking rat tails again.
Cause that's not what's in though.
No, the rat tails, people are starting to rock rat tails. Jinko jeans are coming back. Big black stovepipe pants.
I thought that whatever the company became bankrupt.
I'm sure it did, but I mean it's probably
They're just making their own.
Yeah, well, I'm certain somebody probably just bought the name. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're living in the gutter like the lead singer from Three Dog Night, and I come up and I'm like, hey, here's a bottle of Ripple. Can I use your name? And he's like, oh man, thanks a lot. You know?
Yeah.
But go ahead. So I'm sure that's probably the guy from Jinko, Mr. Jinko, was probably been down on his luck.
Jeremy Jinko.
Yeah, he was probably sleeping in a bus stop in Vegas, and somebody's like, "Hey, you're Jeremy Jinko. Can I buy your jeans name?" And he was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "What do you want?" And he's like, "You got a couple bucks?" I got
a real pair of pants.
I got a hot line on some numbers. So I did see it might have been, and it was on Facebook. So this is the most credible site, you know. I think it was probably a fake ad to probably make me vote for Democrats, but whatever, you know what I mean. It's all good.
You see the I think he's gonna. I don't know what he's running for, but like, what's his name? Shiri
Tanidar?
Yeah, he don't fucking look like a real person.
The demographic candidate?
Yeah, he doesn't look like a real person at all. He's got like a weird face. He's definitely wearing a fucking wig, it looks like to me. He just doesn't look like a real person.
I think you've just stumbled into what they call the uncanny valley. This is where the best way that I can describe
Shiri Tariq, that's my note.
Tanidar?
Yes, Shiri Tanidar
the demographic
is
candidate.
Cryptid. He's that Mothman. He's coming to get you.
Well, the uncanny valley it speaks mainly to the like AI or to like cyborgs or human creations. You know what I mean? Of computer design or whatever. We'll just say AIs. The AIs that look like people.
So he's like
they're missing that spark in their eye.
Yeah,
and
definitely
said that people. The reason they call it the uncanny valley. I mean, you are just all over the place.
I dropped my notes. You know me.
People are saying that the uncanny valley is that feeling that you get, that unsettled feeling when you see somebody who's an AI. Yeah. Because they look so close to being human, but you know that there's just that little bit missing.
Do you see it in him too? We're gonna throw a picture up
of Shri.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah.
Like, is he human?
Before the election. Yeah. I have known.
He's the only one that
he's Indian.
Yeah.
And I have known quite a few people who are Indian.
Me too. I got fed birdseed one time by a group of Indians.
Did it have like honey mixed in it?
No.
I think that's like legit food.
Yeah, for birds.
So I think it's just, I don't know if somebody does his makeup or something like that. Because yes, his makeup artist does need to be fired. Because his hair is out of control. Complexion is way too perfect.
Why I'm bashing him, but I say I like his campaign, the pothole thing, where he's like, how deep are the potholes? And he drops the coin and he's like,
Well, I'm glad somebody's got spare change to be dropping into potholes, because I know I don't.
Neither do I.
No, you don't, they say that you don't talk about religion or, politics in good company.
Yeah. Shri?
Well, not Shri.
Oh.
Or it's not Shri. I think it's just Shri.
Shri.
Yeah, because I think Shari is a girl in Trailer Park.
Oh.
Shri Tanidar. Mr. Tanidar, I guess?
Yeah.
I completely lost my train of thought. Because I was talking about
him being an
Shri
AI.
from the... Well, yeah, he's an AI, probably. He's probably an AI. His son probably made him and thought this is awesome.
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that they call him the demographic candidate.
Yeah, I don't even know really, like, what does that even mean? Like, he's just out there for a certain group of people?
I think so. I think they're saying that he's not your
a
white bread
Democrat
American. Yeah, he's not your cracker wasp.
Which is fine by me, because...
Yeah, no, it's fine. But I don't agree with his free healthcare for everyone. I'm not in with that socialist agenda, but that's
so-
his policies, and
yeah.
not his personality.
People who think communism works or socialism works are stupid. It's they're like, but you don't understand. Like, it could. I'm like, have you seen what example worked? What exactly? None. So shut the fuck up. Communism doesn't work. Socialism doesn't work.
Right.
Fucking idiots.
All these countries that are now on their way up are adopting more of a capitalist system. And I'm not saying capitalism is perfect. Capitalism has its many, many flaws.
Definitely.
I mean, it works better than...
I'm glad we can see.
We did.
I think
reach
we're
some
going to
common
agree
ground.
on most of the stuff.
This podcast has gone from cryptids to politics pretty quick. So,
well, I mean, what is cryptids without politics?
good point. So
We already discussed, we got the hierarchy of cryptids. We're talking about our people, the working class cryptids. You know,
is Mr. Tanadar? Could he possibly be a cryptid?
I thought yeah, he's either that or AI.
All right, he's still not getting
I
my
already
vote.
threw that Mothman out there.
He's still not
I
getting
ain't
my vote.
vote.
I vote, but I'm not going to vote for him.
I don't even know who's out there to vote for that. I haven't dug enough information.
I have personally met a few of the candidates at different events. There's a few of them that I just don't really care for. They just by meeting them, they just strike me as enormous douchebags. We'll see. Either way, election smellection.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll start with our bunyip, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Australian originals.
the bunyip is known by the Australian Aborigines as a mythical creature that's said to inhabit the billabongs, swamps, and waterholes of the Australian outback. That's my Australian accent.
Did you see how they were having that fake ad campaign for Crocodile Dundee 2?
No,
it was gonna
they
have
had a Crocodile Dundee too, though.
Sorry,
Like
it was gonna be
like a
Danny
crocodile.
McBride be the son of. It was the son of Crocodile Dundee, and it was this whole ad campaign. There was trailers out for it I think it was for it was a promotional campaign for tourism for Australia.
Oh, and this was a spoof then.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty.
But
cool.
it was played out like it was actually going to be a real thing. Like
I would watch Danny McBride as the son of Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah.
I would actually invest money into that. Well, the word bunyip translates to devil or evil spirit. Descriptions vary wildly from enormous starfish to a crocodile-headed, dog-faced, furry-feathered walrus with strong back legs, a horse tail, and even octopus tentacles. This is like
that hentai right there.
that's a chimera. Although later accounts feature the creature in a more gruesome light.
I feel like it could just be a giant asshole because you said a starfish. And what's another name for
the chocolate starfish?
Yeah.
Well, but those were the earlier accounts by the original Aboriginal people, because I think it's said to be a shape-shifting creature. So
It's fucking terrible at shape-shifting, then it can't make up its mind.
Well,
The fucking
it's a chameleon. It changes to its environment. It does what it needs to do to get the job done.
And chameleons aren't that very good at doing that either, because you can see their bitch asses.
I don't know. There could be a chameleon in this room right now, and we might not know it.
I'll start swinging.
I'll swing on a chameleon. I don't care.
Them fucking shifty eyes, I don't like that. Going 8 different directions at once.
That is pretty cool. I have to say, I wish I could do that.
I wish I had hand feet, but you don't hear me. But I guess I do say that like once a week to myself.
They do have weird herky-jerky movements, too, as they're climbing across
And they also
branches.
kind of have that hand feet.
They do, yeah. They have the bifurcated front hands and back hands. Yeah.
Would you be a chameleon?
No.
You'd be a hawk.
Everyone knows I would be a hawk in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Fucking hawks.
I'd be a badass red-tailed hawk with flames painted on my wings. All right, back to the bunyip. The origins begin with the ancient Aborigines, but the first notable sightings were by the English.
Oh, because notable has to be white.
Well, they just say we're the first ones to write it down.
Okay.
That's all. No.
Well, you don't count cave drawings as written down?
Well, they did, and they did have a pretty awesome cave drawing. It's not there anymore, but it was pretty huge. And It depicted the creature and all that stuff. When the Aborigines were talking about it, it was actually a pretty, like, you could, it was believable.
Mm-hmm.
It was a believable creature, and then the whites come along.
And
and
they gotta spruce it up.
That's when we get the craziness. That's when we get the tentacles, the metal beak.
Yeah.
Like, Aborigines don't know what a metal beak is. You know what I mean? There was no metal.
Yeah.
It was stone. They were Stone Age people. With those first notable sightings, in the 1880s, there were some large bones, unknown bones, that were located near Lake Bathurst by Hamilton Hume. Although they did not attribute the bones to the bunyip, they rather just described it as a large hippo or manatee type creature.
Easily plausible. And we all know hippos kill people. Right?
Yes,
Andy?
yes. Dozens of people.
Thank
Dozens
you.
of people
Thank you,
are murdered
Andy.
by hippos every year. After going back over the episode, I kind of came to the realization that, I was only talking about the people who were killed by the hippo that thought it was a cuddly creature, that were tricked by the propaganda.
Yeah.
That maybe it was a dozen of those people a year. But because actually, once I looked it up, it's like a good 500 or 1,000 people get killed every year by hippos.
Yeah,
in
one of the
Africa.
most dangerous animals on the planet.
Yeah, absolutely. And they like flap their poop around with their tails, which is just disgusting. For the bunyip, a more significant discovery was found in Wellington Cave in 1830. A set of fossils belonging to a large quadrupedal animal were found. The British autonomous Sir Richard Owen identified the fossils as belonging to a Nototherium, which is a large marsupial, but also noted that the natives throughout the area have a tradition of a large creature inhabiting the waterways. In the mid-1800s, a few accounts were made by British settlers describing the creature as a jet black half dog or a shiny dog. Another sighting described the creature as having hundreds or countless ears and eyes with sharp claws.
These people need to get their shit together.
They do. If you're gonna have a cryptid, I mean, and I understand it's an evil water dwelling spirit, and it's a shapeshifter, and it can do these things. You really need to get yourself together.
A general basis of
Yeah,
what it is.
because a
we're
black
getting everything.
a jet black half dog with a shiny coat, that's a seal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's not a bunyip, that's a seal. You need to put down the rum and get back to reality.
Yeah.
And they're whites. They always blow things up.
Fucking white people. Don't know shit about animals.
The bunyip usually hunted its prey at night near waterways. It was said to let out a loud, booming howl before attacking.
Seal. Oh.
They do that, don't they? I didn't quite think of that. Well, even... Okay, all right.
I don't think any walruses would be there, but, seals.
Well, they did... There are some accounts where they do describe it as a walrus-type creature.
Or like a otter. I think they might make noises like... Or
think
they're
otters
high
more
pitched.
squeak. They're more squeakers.
I bet
Big
there's
fan of
there's a
otters, too.
squeaking coming up.
Big fan of otters. The Aboriginal people used extreme caution while walking at night, especially near the water. The ancient people claimed the evil spirits had an insatiable appetite for white settlers.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, because
White devil.
what's better than you got a bunch of people that just come in, squat on your land that you've been in for centuries, then they find some funky bones, and you're just like, yeah, no, that's the bunyip. He's falling for it.
Oh, what I was thinking of is this monster's been eating these Australians for countless ages. Now we get these white people. They got mixing up that flavor.
Got the white meat.
He's like,
dark
oh
meat.
shit, we got I got a new flavor. I'm going after this. I've been eating this Australian kibble for too long. Now I got this Northern European kibble.
He's like, too right, mate. Got some vanilla here.
Wouldn't you
You know,
change up that flavor?
yeah, I guess if I can see that if you've been eating the same chocolate, you know what I mean, for centuries, then you get somebody delivers, somebody ships you some vanilla beans. Yeah, I can see that. I'll ask you, do you think the bunyip is real, or do you think the bunyip is just a figment of someone's imagination?
Just like most of these cryptids, I'll say they were real when it first started happening. I don't think it's going to be alive for fucking 300 years, 200 years, 100 years, however long it's been.
I would agree with that. I think that there is some fossil record for the bunyip. I think it was an actual creature. I think it might have been a large aquatic or amphibious, maybe a reptile.
Yeah.
That made a snack. Maybe like an alligator or something like that. Because there's
Giant, yeah.
there's so many animals that have gone extinct now, and many more than we have on the Earth at this time.
Yeah.
So the possibilities are
And
there.
many more that we've never known of, or will know of. Because you got to think of how crazy it has to be to get a fossil anyways.
True. It's got to be everything's just got to be just right to
Yeah.
get fossils. So, and if your bones are picked clean and your bones are scattered throughout the desert by other, bunyips or razor-beak clawed animals, you know what I mean? You're gone.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Boy, howdy. And I got our next cryptid right here, Infield Monster. All right, it was born 1973 because that's when it was first thrown out there.
Okay.
Take you back. It was April, so springtime-ish.
So where was this at?
This was in Enfield, Illinois. That is why it's the Enfield Monster, born April 1973, so about the springtime.
So we're springish. I mean, we're 50, 60 degrees. We're doing all right.
So I got kind of like the accident report. I wrote it in my own words a little bit. So we got Henry McDaniel. He heard scratching at his door one night. So what do you do when you hear scratching? You want to check it out. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So we headed outside with his strap. And if you don't know what a strap is, I'm talking about a gun.
Got his gat.
He's got his Glock 9mm. He's got a strap with him. And as he's going outside, he hears between two bushes a ruffling.
A rustle.
Rustle.
Got a rustle.
So as he approaches it, he sees a three-legged, short-bodied, short-armed, pink-eyed, gray 4-foot-tall creature.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
I think I would have had a litter of kittens at that point in time.
And what do you do when you see something?
Shoot.
Yeah. He
Shoot first, ask questions later.
Pop, pop, bang, bang. He shoots at it. Hitting it once. Doesn't say how many times he shot at it, but he hit it once. Making the monster leaps 50 feet in 3 leaps.
Holy smokes, that's like Olympic. Those are Olympic numbers.
So almost 15 feet a leap.
Yeah.
As he does a hissing noise,
Okay.
That's my hissing noise. Maybe it was a little less hissy, maybe a little more.
Maybe a little more menacing.
Yeah. little less snake, more who knows what.
Okay.
Monstrous.
All right. Maybe that hissing sound was the gas escaping from his puckered bunghole because he was dodging bullets.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe it was a balloon, and since he popped the balloon, and it fucking bop.
Oh, that would make sense. A little gray balloon.
Yeah. Who knows?
Very interesting.
Isn't it always a weather balloon? The UFO was a weather balloon.
God.
The thing was a weather balloon.
Yeah, because aliens are riding weather balloons.
Yeah. They know how precious helium is. So the cops arrive to find Daniel in a relatively rational state of mind, not drinking nothing. So he's he's there. He's not out there. He wasn't doing meth.
I don't think they really had meth back in
Probably not.
Illinois. Well, that's Illinois, but either way,
73. It might have been
might have been some SID, some LSD, maybe.
Yeah. So they're looking around, and what do they find? They find some dog-shaped footprints with 6 toes.
Wow.
Weird.
Okay, yeah, 6 toes. Usually, what dogs have only 4. They got the dew claw in the back, so that's 2 extra.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We know how to count. Furthermore, we get a 10-year-old Greg Garrett who encountered it a half hour before that. And the monster was being very disrespectful. And what do you do to somebody when you want to be super disrespectful?
You tear up their sneakers?
Fuck yeah. This monster done walked up to him, stepped on his shoes,
Oh, man.
and just fucking,
He clawed up them Converse, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
He
wrong.
clawed up in Converse.
That's fun. Just fighting words.
He shredded them boys.
I'd have blasted him right in his pink face.
Really? This fucking
He's only 4 foot tall, man.
But this is a 10-year-old, so that's like his height.
Eye to eye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eye to pink eye.
Well, we all know how you get that pink
Yeah,
eye.
but bullet stuff. So then, fast forward 2 weeks later, McDanielson, on May 6th, claimed to see it again at 3 a.m. Sounds like he's got a stalker. Sounds like we got a peeping Tom. Nothing? You don't want to add? Okay. How did he catch it? He caught it pimp walking down the railroad tracks. Stand by me style, you know?
I think McDanielson was looking for this trouble.
For real.
Because what are you doing out at 3 a.m., McDanielson?
Yeah.
Really, McDanielson? I had to say it again. So
Yeah. What are you doing? Huh?
Yeah. What are you doing at 3 a.m.?
Maybe he's just looking for that monster.
He is.
What is it?
He's looking for trouble. That's what he's doing. He's looking for trouble. He's
where does trouble happen? Railroad tracks.
It does. Well, there's more than like
a lot
absolutely.
Where did Robert Johnson meet the devil? Crossroad railroad tracks.
I thought it was a crossroads.
Oh, I thought it was crossroads.
You at the crossroads.
Yeah, I thought it was crossroads / railroad tracks. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, you can do me. Go ahead, sing that song. I don't even know. Is that how it goes? I thought I didn't think it was that. Like, meet me at the crossroads. At the crossroads, I'll see you at the crossroads.
It's exactly
at the crossroads, partying at the crossroads. At the crossroads, gonna get turned at the crossroads.
I'll post a link.
Yeah, caught him at the railroad tracks doing that pimp walk. Nonchalant. He don't give a fuck. He's a monster. 3 a.m. Who's gonna be out and about?
How monster can you be at 4 foot tall though? Like, how menacing are you? When you're 48 inches,
and
gray, pink-eyed,
yeah,
three-legged, six-toed, little puny arms, like you can't box.
Yeah,
you got them little puny arms.
That's why you got to step on them shoes.
You can't even itch your kneecaps. You're useless.
I don't know. He'll be seeing you tonight.
3 a.m.
You're the only one here.
Bang bang.
Let me in.
He'll come in. We have a beer. Chill out. Talk about the day.
So we get a news director, Rick, maybe gay man Rainbow. Okay, his name's Rick Rainbow, buddy. You know.
Rick Rainbow?
Yeah, Rick Rainbow. That's why I threw in that.
That's not his drag name?
Who knows? Maybe
that would be
that's
awesome
his stage name.
Yeah, that's his stage name, Rick Rainbow.
Yeah, that's why you got to throw in that maybe gay man Rainbow. He saw it too, because he's out there at the gay club.
Well, he's probably at the rest area.
Oh yeah,
turning tricks.
Fuck yeah!
And all of a sudden, this little gray, little shriveled little guy shows up in front of you.
Yeah.
He's like, I want none of that.
He's in the rest stop doing the glory hole, and a fucking little claw comes through. He's like, "What is this?" And you just hear, "Suck this." Oh, you nasty, drooling over there. He's like, "You want to suck my little claw?" Oh, you know how when you want to look at figure out who's under the stall, he looks, he just sees fucking 6 foot.
The little six little gray toes tapping.
He's like, what in the fuck?
Oh man. Oh man.
Can you imagine him? A trucker, boom, boom, boom. He thinks he's gonna
get. So hard, I'm drooling over here.
He thinks he's gonna get some of that sweet D. No, it's fucking Pink Eye McGee.
Yep. Some poor trucker threw his little trucker in the glory hole, and it came back looking like a chewed up Frank.
It's like you know how a microwave one and it splits it open. That's what happened. Yep. Fucking long waist.
Looks like he tried to make love to a pencil sharpener.
And you know where he saw it.
What the fuck is wrong with us?
But guess what? Rainbow Rick, man, the gay guy.
Uh-huh.
He saw it as an ape-like creature.
Oh, okay.
So now it's shape-shifting. We got another shapeshifter.
Okay.
These people don't know what the fuck they're seeing.
I think Rainbow Rick just seen a really burly dude. And you know what I mean?
A fucking midget.
A burly midget?
Yeah.
Yeah, I go with
saw
burly
Puck.
Midget. Wolfgang Puck?
No. X-Men Puck.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, no.
Okay.
But we got fucking... There we go, Sasquatch, and we got Puck.
So, I just... Back when I used to collect comic books...
Mm-hmm.
There was an episode of Spider-Man where they featured, it was like the very first incarnation of Squirrel Girl. Mm-hmm. And it was a series of 4 comic books with Spider-Man and Squirrel Girl.
Yeah.
And I had these and I'm like, man, Squirrel Girl is lame as hell. So what did I do? I threw them out. Guess what? Now they're making Squirrel Girl TV show.
Yeah. Do you hold on to all that? I mean, she beat fucking Thanos' asses up.
Squirrel Girl?
Yeah. Doctor Doom.
Dude,
I'm pretty sure she beat
Galactus. Don't tell me. I didn't see none of that. You can't tell me that. I don't want to hear it. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, It's not out. It's not that's not happens in the TV show.
Oh, and it's not in the movies, in the comic books?
It's in the comic books, yeah.
Okay,
And
yeah,
she's
I'm
beat
talking
everyone's
The
asses.
like 1993,
Yeah.
92 Squirrel Girl. But she looked like the Tanuki Mario.
Yeah.
Like the raccoon suit Mario. That's
Mm-hmm.
what she looked like. But it was kind of like the barely legal
Yeah.
kind of girl.
So like what are you in squirrel years, girl?
Yeah.
Squirrel girl, how many squirrel years are you,
Yep. I'm not gonna make a nut reference. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna rise above it. So our Enfield
Yeah.
monster, our Rainbow Rick
huh? Yeah.
with our hairy little ape man.
Mm-hmm. Well, he saw it in an abandoned building near Henry McDanielson's Daniel McDan house. You know, he saw it by his house.
Huh.
Squatter's rights. I think that's what he was trying
7
to go
years?
for. Yeah,
7 years, as long as you pay the taxes and maintain the land, that's yours. State law.
You're gonna die in 7 days. That's the funniest shit ever. Little Tyler. He, shout out to LT.
Yep. Capybara. What up?
He's at the house, you know, way back in the day, they were all spending the night. And he calls somebody from Louisiana, some old lady, and he just calls up and he goes, "You're gonna die in 7 days." And then we get the Louisiana police call the house. He called this old lady. She's freaking out because somebody from that phone number said that she was gonna die in 7 days.
He didn't do star 67? Or star 6, yeah, star 67 is the old school way to block your number.
Yeah. I assume he did, but I guess not.
Guess not. Probably unlearned in those ways.
But I think what happened was he was trying to call his friend, and somehow he got the old lady, or I don't know. But back to fucking Enfield Bugaboo, Googa McGee face, abandoned building, 8-man, gay guy sees him. Okay, Gary Glitter.
Suspected. We can't call Rick Rainbow gay. He's allegedly gay.
Yeah.
Which is fine. If Rick
he allegedly hangs out in abandoned buildings and sees monsters.
Mr. Rainbow, monsters. If you are gay, that's fine. You have every right to be gay.
Mm-hmm. A few days later, some good old boys show up to hunt the monster.
Always messing stuff up.
And they were charged with hunting violations.
Good. I hope the DNR slapped a fine on them, took the guns.
And everyone was afraid that more fucking rambunctious youth would come up and start just shooting anyone and everyone. Oh, we got fucking Mr. Tom with a slopey elbow. Fuck it. He's gonna get shot. We got that poor boy that has half hair. He's got the whatever that disease is where you get patches.
Mange?
Sure, we'll go with that. But he got human mange. Oh, he's gonna get got.
It reminds me of there was a movie, The Town That Dreaded Sundown, and it was about
Never heard of it. But
all right,
go ahead.
It was a B movie, but it was a pretty decent B movie. There was a murderer, and it all follows the Texarkana Moonlight Murders. And it was there was a series of murders that happened in 1946 in Texarkana, Texas, or Texarkana, Arkansas, maybe both. I don't know.
Yeah, wherever.
But it was
that town that's in the border between them.
Yeah, and that's what it was. Is at sundown, there was a serial killer who was shooting people either in their cars at lovers' lanes or in their houses, and killed a few people, wounded a lot more. But it must have been in Texas because of course the Texas Rangers come in, and there's this one Texas Ranger, and he's all full of himself, and he tells everybody, arm yourselves, do this, do that, if you see anything suspicious, shoot first, ask questions later. And people did, and a lot of innocent people ended up getting shot because of this hysteria that this law enforcement person kind of created. So kind of a similar thing. We don't want these kids coming out here.
Well, it's also Texas. They're all looking to shoot
guns.
somebody any fucking ways. Don't they got like the stand? Well, we got the stand your ground, right? Too, or is that just?
I know Florida does.
Okay.
If you put your hood up, I'm gonna punch you.
I'm that bad one. You're that good guy.
Sometimes. All right, though. We don't want to cause a mass hysteria.
Yeah.
Because we don't want people shooting innocent people.
Yeah.
And really, other than a pair of ripped up Converse, this Enfield monster really hasn't done anything.
No, he's probably like a deformed midget or something.
Well, I have my own suspicions.
What's that?
I think the Enfield monster is just somebody's poor Alzheimer's-ridden grandfather who just lost his pants, and he's just kind of walking around, and he's just the three legs, little arms, short, little fat, little gray guy with a pink eye. You know what I mean? And he ain't messing with nobody.
There's that riddle where it's like, what in the morning is on 4 legs, in the afternoon 2, and at the night 3.
Right.
Right.
It's just all the skin on his
sagging.
Yeah. That's it. I just think he's somebody's
You ever see somebody that just has like sagging skin in one spot? That shit is like most of the time it's just
the bingo
arm.
wings. Yeah, the bingo wings.
Yeah, that shit's disgusting to me.
I try not to judge. I mean,
you can't help it.
Have you ever actually grabbed like an old person, like to lift them up or anything like that?
No, because I'm not about that life. I'm not about wrestling the elders.
Weird. It is weird.
I'm not DDTing them, spraying them with that hornet spray. That's Tiana. Shout out.
Yeah. Hornet spray for real. For people out there, if you don't want to buy mace or like you don't want to carry mace, carry a can of hornet spray, the foaming kind. You hit somebody with that, it's worse than mace, and you gotta go to the hospital to get that stuff out of your eye hole.
Damn.
Yeah,
okay.
You can't just flush it out. So it's like, who was the dude that tried to rape or molest you? You're like, he's the one with hornet foam in his eyes at the freaking hospital. Go get him. Word to the wise. Yeah,
and if you're ever trespassing, bring hornet spray too.
Yes, especially at closed down theme parks.
Yeah. And not necessarily just for hornets, because that's what I ran into, but homeless people too. That's what I thought my biggest concern was.
You were gonna get held down and sodomized by a
no, just
person?
The stereotype of the crazy.
Yeah.
I'm just like, fuck.
Your bindle stiffs.
Yeah.
So tell me more about this Enfield monster. Tell me more about our poor escaped Alzheimer grandfather.
Well, I mean, this only happened in like a 3-week stretch, I guess, and nothing's really happened ever since that.
It sounds like the Mothman's like larvae or something like that.
Yeah.
The pupa stage of the Mothman. Huh. Okay. That's very interesting.
Because if you look at Wikipedia, there's not much. There's some. The guy with the shoes, he made that shit up. He was just saying that to fuck around.
Because he wanted some new Converse?
No, to make fun of McDaniel.
But it happened before McDaniel, though.
That's what he said.
Oh.
But it was all a hoax. That was all bullshit. He was
the kid said it was.
Yeah, he later came out and said, that was because he would just wanted to get at McDaniels.
Oh wow, McDaniel must be an enormous dick.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
so do you think it
because I don't like throwing in the hoax stuff because
right. So do you think that the Enfield monster was really a monster, or do you think it was something else then?
It could be, I don't know, a thing from a different dimension. It could be a crazy Alzheimer's grandpa.
That's what I think. I think it was something
weather balloon
that was more of this
a fat owl.
Yeah, a really fat owl. A lot of times people do see owls and they think there's something else. But no, it's because owls are bigger than what you think they are.
Yeah.
We're not talking about these little snowy Harry Potter owls. So yeah, I don't think that it was really the monster. I think it was just some other creature of this world.
So that was mine. I know you got a next one because we're trying to cover probably 5.
Yeah, we're gonna try to cover 5. The next one that I have is the Schnellgaster, or the German, the Schnellgast. So it's a dragon-like beast that is pretty much in the Washington, D.C., Maryland, West Virginia area, kind of like greater Frederick County area. And the reports started in the 1730s with the German immigrants that moved to the area. It was described as a half reptile, half bird, with a metal beak, with razor-sharp teeth, and occasionally having octopus tentacles. So it reminds me a lot of the of our Australian counterpart.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bunyip.
You think they're relatives? They got a divorce. One went to Australia. One went to America.
Well, I think, yeah, absolutely. Well, back when it was Pangea, it was all the supercontinent.
Mm-hmm.
They were probably quite cousins and just, decided to separate and move on different continents. The beast is said to swoop in silently and carry off its victims. The creature is said to fear the 7-pointed star.
What a pussy.
No, it's kind of funny. So it's, oh, the poor Eulen with your little star, David, only the 6 points, and the poor Snellagast isn't scared of the 7 points.
Jesus, I didn't think of that.
Yeah, we're talking 1730s. The Third Reich is starting early in the DC area.
Jesus, yeah. That's 1700, 18th century Nazis.
The poor Eulen with the 6 point. The star, David. I'm so sorry. Snellagast. That's gotta be my favorite of the German accents. Is like the creepy, like high pitched German accent. I have to say. Oh, Dr. Jones.
Dr. Jones. Jones calling. Dr. Jones. Dr. Jones. Dr. Jones. Get up now. Get up now. Is that the right lyrics? Wake up now. Yippee-yi-yoo. Yippee-yi-yi. Aqua.
Oh, Aqua.
Dun, dun. I don't know the rest of the lyrics, but they go. Dun, dun.
I so wish I had a video of you doing your little shimmy.
Yippee-yi-yoo.
Your little shimmy as you're serenading.
Yippee-yi-yoo.
I don't know, actually. The song I really remember from Aqua was the Barbie Girl. Yeah. Sorry. Well, the Snellagaster was resurrected in the 19th century to scare freed slaves. So here we are. We're using this poor Snellagast, who's probably a pretty okay guy anyway. Yeah. But we're using him to terrorize the poor Jews. And then 150 years later, we're using him to scare freed slaves. It's a bad rap for the poor Snellagast.
Yeah.
Newspaper accounts from the early 1900s report encounters from residents. They said a creature with enormous wings, a long pointed bill, steel-hooked claws, with an eye in the middle of his grotesque head.
Oh, just one? Damn, okay.
Well, they may have been three, but what I saw just said three.
Okay.
They said the one. This is what they reported that the monster looked like. And he was said to have a screech like a train whistle. I don't know. I think somebody just got drunk down by the train tracks, and you got that one eye, and I mean, who knows? You get all that wind rushing by you with the train. You think that's a wing beat. If you were that drunk. Of course, these sightings stirred up a lot of controversy. The Smithsonian Institute actually put out a reward for a hide from this beast.
So that means either they were batshit crazy in the day, or this thing actually kind of existed, or they really, 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 really thought. Because think of the Smithsonian. Yeah, you're thinking about history.
Yeah, they're not
that Smithsonian, right?
Yeah, that's Smithsonian. Okay. Yeah, yeah, that's Smithsonian. Well, Teddy Roosevelt was actually said to have postponed an African hunting trip.
That T baby.
Yep.
T bear.
Oh, Teddy Roosevelt postponed an Africa trip to hunt the monster. The Snellagast is actually getting a Bethesda makeover. It's confirmed that it's going to be in the new Fallout 76 game.
You know, I've never played any of the Fallout games.
They're a lot of fun.
I'm not that big of a gamer. Okay. Currently, I'm playing Digimon. I was that Digimon boy, not that Pokemon pussies. Digimon whooped that ass. Pussies.
That's some good fan fiction. in your world of make believe.
But yeah, back to the Snellagaster. Sorry.
Yes. No. Well, that's all I have for the Snellagaster.
Oh.
But I'm not sure. I guess he could be for real. I mean, it's if Teddy Roosevelt
and the Smithsonian,
yes, were willing to believe in the Snellagaster, then as a red-blooded American, I have to. I don't have any other choice.
Yeah. Teddy Roosevelt. I almost said Teddy Ruxpin. Teddy Ruxpin.
Teddy Ruxpin, the demon. My brother had one, and when the battery started going down, it was. What
the fuck? We found this creepy little gremlin thing. I think it's from Yanni and the Magic Fish or something, and it's like it's an animatronic, and like sometimes it'll fuck up and it'll be like.
Come on, my name is Yanni, and this is the Magic Fish.
That's creepy.
And in one of my old YouTube videos, I just played that, muted over it, and then just dubbed me talking over.
I believe you have our next cryptid.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily cryptid, more like deformed freaks. The melon heads. We're not talking about Cabbage Patch Kids. We're talking about the melon heads.
The hydrocephalites. Which is
we got the legend in Michigan, Ohio, which are together, and then Connecticut, which is kind of,
That is a little bit out of the way.
Yeah, out of the way. Pretty much, the legend is the same throughout. Either a sane asylum, hospital, or like a school shuts down, burns down, something happens to the school, and they just let these children or deformed freaks out in the wilderness to survive, and they become cannibalistic and whatnot.
Oh, wow. We had an insane asylum that had recently been, I guess, demolished, and it was a huge area, and it was several buildings, it was an entire complex over acres and acres. And we used to go there in four-wheel when I was in high school. There was two structures that were still left. One was the old pump house, and one was like a garden. It wasn't a garden shed, but it was a brick, just a brick shed that was out in the middle of nowhere. And we could always seem to find one.
That's where they went to beat them.
Probably.
Or when they got back, they took them in the shed. Kind of like fucking, what is it? Sling Blade or whatever?
Oh, yeah, Sling Blade.
He eats mustard in the fucking dirt shed or whatever.
Sure do like that potted meat.
Yeah.
Not talk.
I don't think I would be more afraid if they talked like that. I figured they'd have more like a high-pitched voice or something. But I guess they were regular humans, just giant heads, so...
Well, you ever shake a full milk jug?
Yes.
That's what I imagine it sounded like.
Oh, you just hear that?
Yeah, Yep. The faster the running, the quicker the milk jug shook. But we were always able to find one building and not the other building. And there was always rumors that there were still people that were living there. So this is a pretty common thing, it seems like, with these insane asylums.
Yeah, shut down place.
And that was what it was. There were some that escaped. There were some that were still living in the woods. There were some that were living on the grounds. Well, the shed was just kind of a shed, and it was really nothing too much. But the pump house was actually kind of cool. What it was just a concrete slab with a couple of metal grates over top of them. And then there was like just one small, it was like not even a 4x5 structure that came out. And I believe that was actually where the pump was housed. And we actually removed one of the metal covers, and we discovered a set of stairs.
Ooh.
Very dark. And it was pretty righteous. So we'd gone back, we made plans.
My heart, I was just like, I got a little bit of anxiety.
Did you get that?
I was like, oh my God.
Well, we had made plans. We didn't have any kinds of weapons on us. We didn't have any form of light. We didn't have any rations.
That's the way to fucking go.
Well, we decided we were going to come back and we were going to find the pump house again, and we were going to explore it. And as we did, we came back like a week later or something like that. We had, of course, we were high school, so we had knives. We had flashlights. We had, I don't think, like a pack of gum. That's what we brought to eat. And as we started descending down these stairs, and it got darker and darker, we started seeing graffiti on the walls. It was like, "We are still here. Come join us."
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we're down here now. And as we got
that would freak me the fuck out.
We got about 15 or 20 feet down this long stairway.
Yeah.
The light really started kind of closing out on us, and there was like a black, like oily water that was like that. It kind of the whole thing had flooded.
Okay.
So I think if you were able to pump it out, I think you would probably maybe find. But there was like tires floating in it.
Okay, I was
going
to say, I was hoping you guys didn't turn back.
No, we weren't able to. We weren't able to go any further.
Well, yeah, I meant like got spooked and then didn't see which you got to the bottom. Technically, you got to the bottom. It was flooded.
Yeah, I literally could have shit bricks.
Oh, yeah, I would be terrified too.
Because it was scary as hell.
Yeah.
But so this seems like a fairly common thing that a lot of times happens. So when people had told stories about going out there at nighttime and seeing cars just parked on the side, and when they would slowly creep by them, nothing would happen to them. When they come back and try to leave, there would be like a bright light emanating from inside of the car, which was probably just some other kids hotboxing it. Yeah. But when you're scared and you're a teenager and you're easily kind of like, your mind is easily fucking overcome by those kind of thoughts, you can see anything. So it's I think that there could be some more heads still out there.
Yeah.
It's.
I mean, if it took place in the 70s and let's say there were 10, most definitely. If they can survive that long out in the wild.
There's lots of creatures and critters out there, man. And you've eaten a June bug.
Multiple.
Multiple June bugs. You can survive.
Yeah, I've ate trash. Stickers.
You're a Billy Goat.
I'll fucking
Yeah,
survive.
you just ate a freaking sticker this morning.
Yeah.
Or yesterday.
Yeah, I looked straight at him like, fuck it.
Fiber.
Yeah.
Right on. All right. Well, what do we got after our melon heads? We had one more thing. One more
Carnivorous
cryptid?
trees.
Oh.
In Africa and South America.
Carnivorous trees of Africa and South America.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And not just carnivorous, because, you got the Venus flytrap and whatever the fuck. Man-eating.
Oh, we got man-eating.
Man-eating.
Oh, okay. She's a man-eater.
Mm-mm.
All right.
Do. Oh, here she comes. Watch out, son, she'll chew you up. Oh,
Here she comes. She's a man-eater.
You ever see the video I did with her, that with Man Cheetah?
No. I've seen a few of your videos on YouTube, but I've never seen that one.
Do you know the song? I can't think of who does it, but it. I can't get to sleep. I think about the implication.
I know the song you're talking about,
Day after day.
but I don't know who's singing either.
Because I did that, but it's Dennis sing implication.
Oh man.
Which fucks me up because I'll do this shit. I'll post it on YouTube or whatever, and then like a month, 2 later, somebody will do the same thing in the Always Sunny group, and it'll blow up. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's funny.
I'm ahead of the curve, too ahead of the curve. But yeah, these man-eating trees, they call it Yeti Evo, because supposedly they'll hear the trees make that. They'll say that in a hissing tone, and that means I see you.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So you got a talking man-eating tree then?
Yeah.
Okay, how is that dangerous though? Like, because if I'm walking along and a tree is like, I see you, I'm like, I'm running away.
Yeah.
I'm gone. I'd be more inclined to believe if the tree was like, hey yo, man, hey, what you need? I got what you need.
Yeah.
He's like, you want that sticky icky?
Come on,
Hey, look up inside these branches. I got some
He's
sticky
like-
buds
he's
for
like-
you.
Starts reciting Ludacris. Big weed stash, pocket full of cash. Just seen a big old ass insanity. Sticky icky icky.
Sticky icky.
It's
So
like-
yeah, and I can see that. Because this is from Africa,
Yeah, it's
correct?
like, come on,
So,
man.
yes,
Come on, you little
yes.
piece of chicken. Come on, man. I got you.
Oh, Mama Africa.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I could definitely see somebody being lured into a tree with some of that sweet sticky bud.
And it's reported that it's got like poisonous vines or poisonous barbs, and sometimes the barbs, vines, or whatever have shapes of a snake or serpents, and it'll kind of come at you.
All right, so
But even then, why the fuck would you go near it?
because it's got that sweet sticky bud.
Yeah,
You got
it's
that.
these things. It
got
looks
that
like
kush,
snakes.
man. Well, but it's obviously an intelligent tree.
Yeah,
I mean, if it has
nature is intelligent.
if it has speech, if it has power of speech, which I wonder if it's speech or if it's telekinetic speech. 'Cause it doesn't have a mouth. Well, it's got to have a mouthful if it's eating people, right?
Something.
Or well, like what do they got? Like there's that one plant that it smells like death, and when the fly goes into it,
Yeah.
there's a liquid in the bottom that
Yeah.
dissolves it, and it kind of just absorbs nutrients.
Yeah,
like
I think that's how most of those plants do it, but in
Yeah.
different ways. Like the fly trap grabs it. You're talking about like the tube one,
Yes.
with the little
little lid.
Yeah.
It's like a waste paper basket.
Mhm.
Yes, very good.
Yeah, we seen a bunch of those at the I was gonna say Oscar Mayer Garden, but Frederick Douglass Meyer
Frederick Meyer Garden
Yeah.
in Grand Rapids.
Yeah,
Why would you want a plant that smelled like death?
I don't know.
Smelled like rotting bodies. I guess unless if you were Jeffrey Dahmer, that would be like, hey,
Yeah. That's this
I
type
just-
of plant.
I just got this house plant. I can't do the Jeffrey Dahmer. He's a Wisconsinite, so he's like, I'm trying to do my good Wisconsin accent.
Well, they're Midwestern like us, so anyone Midwestern,
Well, but they got a
They're
little
a
bit
little-
more of like the cheese. They're
Yeah.
like the cheese eaters.
they got a little curdle in their
They
mouth.
do. They got a little cheese in the mouth there, so they're looking for they got almost like the Upers would have,
Yeah.
or like your Minnesotans.
Mm-hmm.
You got we're looking for you guys have any of those plants that smell like death? I'm trying to get a few for my apartment.
I mean, some people think, weed kind of smells a little stank nasty.
It's got that
stank
skunk,
on
that
it. Yeah, it's
skunky
got that
gunk.
skunky.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I guess if you're an African walking through Africa and you come across a tree and it's like, I know you smell this weed.
Yeah, and there's a dry spill and you can't get any.
Right. Be like, oh man, my homeboy, ooh la la, is out. So, I gotta get my bud somewhere. How much for an eighth, yo?
It's like, just, everything. I wonder if it
pulls them in.
Yeah.
Well, it's got them poison barbs, so it hits you with them. You don't even need to climb into the tree to get the buds. You just get close and probably hit you with them vines, and you're hit. You're done. You're hit.
Because in Todd in the Book of Pure Evil, there's this nature lover that uses the Book of Pure Evil to turn everyone slowly into monkeys, apes, whatever. And she becomes like Mother Gaia. She becomes this tree. And yeah, she grabs people and pulls them in to her. Because she not her mouth, because she's talking.
Obvious.
Her
her
whispering eye or whatever the fuck.
Relaxing butterfly.
Yeah.
All right.
Which is another weird and wonderful show.
All right.
It really is. Did we have? I think that was it.
That was it. That was all we had
for our weird cryptids.
Yep, our B-list or cryptids.
Yeah, our unfamous.
Yeah, well, because you hear so much about all these other cryptids. It's like you can't walk in the woods without getting, your stump knocked by a Sasquatch.
Yeah. Bro, I swear one time I fucking had the light on outside, and fucking Mothman just comes smashing into the fucking window. I'm like, what are you doing? Aren't you supposed to be in Point Place, wherever the fuck?
Yeah.
Virginia or something?
It was West Virginia or something like that, or Pennsylvania. It was one of those out of the
I seen the light. It told me, I seen the light. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I don't want you eating my clothes.
Hey, yo, tell your grandma to hook me up with some of that cashmere. All these other cryptids have been beat to death. YouTube, podcasts, everything else. We thought we'd take a little side stroll down the back road of cryptids. And I enjoyed it. I had fun. I hope you did too.
Yeah.
Let's wrap this up.
All
right. You can find us on Facebook with either, it's Pacey Maker, Andy Pruitt. All together is the best way to find us. We do have a phone number. You can call us and leave us a voicemail. The number is 313-626-7499. Again, that's 313-626-7499.
Instagram, you can find us. It's WAWW4YOU, the word, which makes things a little complicated when you're talking about our Gmail, which just so happens to be WAWW4U, just the letter U. That is WAWW4U. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
Now you saying your ABCs.
Next time, won't you scream ice cream with me?
If you are the person with the WAWW number 4 letter U on Instagram, I'm telling you right now, I'm giving you till the end of August to drop it. Because if not, I'm coming to find you, and I will erase your phone history with your face.
And I'm gonna come find you too. And when I do, I'm gonna rain down on you like a piñata full of semen. Okay, buddy? You'll get that.
Yeah, you heard it. Well, from Andy Pruitt, I hope you guys are keeping it weird.
And from Pacey Maker, I'm dead serious. I'll rain down. Anyone come at me, I'll rain down on you like a piñata full of semen. Don't get me wrong. It will happen if you come stepping.
Dude, I sneezed so hard it sounded like I blew two trombones in this fucking face earlier. It was like, it's bad. It was bad.